It's the site of some of Hollywood's most famous red carpets, including the first ever movie premiere for Robin Hood in 1922. When the Grauman's Egyptian Theater opened that year on Hollywood Boulevard, it immediately became a Los Angeles fixture, 5 years before the nearby Grauman's Chinese Theater.
And here's John Barrymore, complete with profile.
But despite the Egyptian Theater's place in cinema history, in recent decades, the movie palace fell into disrepair, made worse by the devastating 1994 Northridge earthquake.
Pieces of the walls fell out of the building, and part of the frame started to crack.
The theater was almost demolished, but saved by nonprofit American Cinematheque, which bought it from the city for just $1. Then, in 2019, an unlikely investor came calling: Netflix.
They had to do it all by hand with all brushes.
Saving the Egyptian Theater is a labor of love for Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos, who we sat down with last week before the official reopening.
I think about this building, I think about the Hollywood sign as being probably the two most important pieces of Hollywood history available to the public.
When people think of Netflix, they think of sitting at home on your couch streaming. They might be surprised Netflix investing in an in-person movie theater.
Yeah, look, when you step into a business, you have to be a net contributor. And I feel like for us, it was really important to contribute to the history of this industry. I can't preserve the economics of it, but we can definitely preserve the experience of it.
Over the past 4 years, the streaming giant has spearheaded a $70 million renovation to restore the theater back to its 1920s glory.
This was a huge renovation. This building had to be totally retrofitted right down to the foundation.
The ambitious project documented in Netflix's upcoming short feature Temple of Film and led by historic architect Peyton Hall.
These are colors that we discovered under the paint. We didn't imagine these.
The hieroglyphic art restored and repainted. The original ceilings uncovered. Even a replica of the very first sign has been installed outside.
Right here is where they had that first ever Hollywood red carpet. The facade looks just like it did that night in 1922. But the technology inside, that is very different.
The theater updated with state-of-the-art projectors and Dolby Atmos audio.
This is a 1922 theater with 2023 technology.
Absolutely, yes.
Netflix plans to use the space for its theatrical releases and special screenings, starting this week with David Fincher's The Killer, starring Michael Fassbender.
We are talking in the middle of the SAG-AFTRA strike. Are you hopeful that we're soon going to see actors walk the red carpet here?
I'm very hopeful. We're working hard. We're at the table, and very hopeful we get to a speedy conclusion.
And once inside, you can't help but feel some nostalgia.
It feels like you're transported back in time, like Charlie Chaplin coming in here.
That's the idea.
A journey back to the glory days of Hollywood right here at the Egyptian Theater.
And I have to say, it is truly gorgeous. And something else that's fun, on weekends, the theater is going to screen classic films as part of their partnership with American Cinematheque. It's one of just 5 theaters in the country that can show movies on nitrate film. And I asked Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos what his vision is for the theater long term. He said he hopes it becomes a destination for both tourists and movie lovers around the world.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Liz, thanks for sharing that.
Thank you, Liz.
Appreciate it. Looks beautiful.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.